Myself, Bhautik Trivedi, working as an assistant professor in IT/ICT department of LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. I will explain you the concept of computer networks and types of the networks. So, all of you know what do you mean by computer network first of all. So, computer network means what? That is the collection of the interconnected computers. So, what's the basic definition behind the computer network? So, computer network means that's a one kind of system in which multiple computers are connected to each other for sharing the information and resources. So whenever you talk about the concept of the sharing, so mainly two kinds of categories in a sharing part. One, that is the information, and second one, that is the resources. So according to this computer network, that's the collection of interconnected computer for sharing the information and resources. After that, if I want to connect one computer to another computer, so how I connect this? So for that, one physical connection between the different computing devices. That is with using the two options. One, either using the concept of the cable media or using the concept of the wireless media. So if I want to connect two components to each other, so with using the two options, I can do that. One, with using the wireless media, and second one with using the cable media. And the most important thing, the best known computer network, that's the internet. Internet, that is the collection of interconnected computers worldwide. So according to this, what's the definition behind the computer network? So these all are the most important points for the computer network. After that, then after we talk about the concept of the advantages, concept of the disadvantages, and the concept of the application of the computer network. So whenever you talk about the advantages of the computer network, the most important advantage, that is the file sharing. All of you know what is the meaning of file sharing. So that is the advantage number one. Same concept, one that is the file sharing, second one that is the resource sharing. Second concept, that is the resource sharing. Third one, with using this, you can directly provide the better connectivity. So better connectivity with using the computer network. Fourth advantage, with using the computer network, you can directly access the internet also. So advantage number 4, that is the internet access. Fifth one, the most important one, with using the computer network, the advantage is that is the entertainment. After that, according to the two criteria, either that's the expensive or inexpensive. So computer network advantage, that's the inexpensive system. Another thing, if I want to access anything, the most important term, most important technical term for that, that is the flexibility. So flexible access, that is the advantage. And the last one, multiple access and instant access, that is the advantages of the computer network. So up to this, whatever I discussed, one, that is the definition of the computer network, and second one, that is the advantages of the computer network. After that, what's the disadvantages behind that? What's the bottlenecks behind that? So the disadvantages of the computer network, the first one, that is the lack of data security and privacy. That is the most important disadvantage for the computer network. Second one, presence of computer virus and malware, that's the disadvantages of the computer network. Third thing, the independence, lack of independence, that is the disadvantages number 3. Lack of robustness, and the last one, if you want to use the computer network in a proper manner, the most important thing is that it needs an efficient handler. So efficient handler, that is the most important thing here. So that's the disadvantages of the computer network. After that, application of the computer network. So what's the application of the computer network? Number 1, that is that can be used with the financial services. Number 2, that directly used in a business also. The most important thing in a computer system, in a computer organization, that is the email service. That's another application of the computer network. Fourth one, that is the mobile application. Fifth one, that can be used with the directory services. and the most important application, that is the teleconferencing. So up to this all are the application of the computer network. The most important three application out of this six. First one, that is the email services. Second one, that is the mobile application, and third one, that is the teleconferencing. After that, then after the up to this whatever I discussed, that is the definition of computer network. Then after the advantages of the computer network, disadvantages of computer network, and application of computer network. After that, types of the computer network. So whenever you categorize the computer network into the different categories, so mainly three types of network, that's the part of that. First one, that is LAN. Second one, that is MAN. Third one, that is WAN. So what is the meaning of LAN, MAN and WAN? So whenever you talk about the LAN, LAN means local area network. Second one, that is MAN. MAN means metropolitan area network. And third one, that is WAN. WAN means wide area network. So mainly three categories: LAN, MAN and WAN. So let's start with the concept of the LAN. So here you just see main characteristics of the local area network. So first one, LAN, that stands for local area network. So why we use the LAN? In which particular situation I can directly use the concept of LAN? So here you just see the LAN generally used for a private network. Private network in the sense within a single building or within a single campus and up to the few kilometers in size. That's the characteristics of the local area network. After that, how I connecting a different PC in a local area network? So that is generally used to connect personal computer to share the information or resources. What is the meaning of resources here? What's the example behind the resources here? So first one, that can be used with the printer, and with using this you can directly exchanging the information in between. Then after, the most important characteristics of the local area network is that data transfer rate. So data transfer rate for LAN up to 10 gigabits per second. Must remember this important term, data transfer rate. So data transfer rate up to the 10 gigabits per second, and generally they can directly share the information, transfer the information at high speed. That is the most important characteristics of the local area network. So the most important point behind the local area network, first one, that can be used with the individual campus or single building. Second one, generally providing a high speed data transfer rate up to the 10 gigabits per second, and generally used for the sharing the resources. Which particular resources? Example, that's the printer, and exchanging the information. After LAN, the one most important thing, that is MAN. After LAN, second one, that is the MAN. MAN means what? Metropolitan area network. What's the difference between LAN and MAN? LAN generally used with the single building or single campus, but whenever you talk about the concept of MAN, so that's the high version of LAN, in this that covering a area that's larger than LAN but smaller than WAN. So here mainly three categories: LAN, that is the local area; second one, MAN, that is the metropolitan area; and third one, that is WAN, that is the wide area. So metropolitan area network range, that is larger than LAN but smaller than WAN. That's the characteristics number one. Second one, which particular example? That's the real-time example of the MAN. Cable television network available in many cities. That is the example of the metropolitan area network. And with using the metropolitan area network, you can directly connect two or more LANs. So up to this I think clear. First one, that is LAN within a single building, single campus. But whenever you talk about the concept of MAN, so you can directly take the example of cable television network, and MAN can directly connect two or more LANs. Third one, that is WAN. What is the meaning of WAN here? That is the wide area network. And wide area network that support the large geographical area. For a country or region, you can directly use the concept of WAN. So WAN links different metropolitan country and national boundaries. So that is the most important characteristics of the concept of WAN. So how I provide the communication between the different WAN? So with using the concept of lease line, with using the concept of lease telephone line or satellite link, you can directly provide the communication in a wide area network. So up to this, whatever I discuss, types of the network, first one, that is the LAN, that is the local area network. Second one, MAN, that is the metropolitan area network. And third one, that is WAN, that is the WAN, that is the wide area network. So up to this, WAN providing the large geographical area, MAN provide the geographical area that compared to that greater than LAN but shorter than WAN. After that, then after two important terms in this particular session, one that is the internet and second one that is the protocol. So up to this, whatever I discuss, again I repeat the concept. First, the definition of computer network. Second one, advantages of computer network. Third one, disadvantages of computer network. Fourth one, application of computer network. Fifth one, types of the computer network. In this mainly three types. One that is LAN, second one that is MAN, and third one that is WAN. After that, another important point for the today's session, that is the internet. So what do you mean by internet? So internet is nothing but that is the collection of infinite number of connected computers that are spread across the world. So this is the definition of the internet. And with using the internet, you can directly generating a largest network, and sometimes that is also known as network of network. So that's the definition of the internet. And the most important last point for the today's session, that is the protocol. So in this, at least you know what do you mean by protocol, what's the important elements of the protocol, and how I provide the communication in a protocol. So first of all, already you know what's the definition behind the protocol. That is nothing but that's the one kind of rules. So here you just see the definition. A protocol is a set of rules that manages the data communication. So with using the protocol, you can directly apply the set of rules. After that, protocol define which particular concept? So protocol define three particular concepts. First one, it defines the method of communication. Second one, how to communicate. And third one, when to communicate. So that fully focus on three important parameters. Method of communication, how to communicate, and when to communicate. This is regarding the definition. But what's the particular element of the protocol? So at that time, three important elements. First one, that is syntax. Second one, that is the semantic. And third one, that is the timing. So at least you know each and every important technical term. What is the meaning of syntax? What is the meaning of semantic? What is the meaning of timing? So whenever you talk about the syntax, that providing a one kind of formatting. Formatting of, that provide the formatting of data or the structure, how it is presented. Second one, semantics. Semantics means meaning of each and every section you can use with the protocol. And third one, that is the timing. So timing means at what time data can be sent and how fast data can be sent. With using the timing, you can do that. Again, I repeat the concept. Syntax means formatting. Semantics means meaning of each and every section. And timing means at which particular time, what particular time the data can be sent and how fast data can be sent. That is managed by the timing section of the protocol. Example of the protocol. So there are mainly three examples currently: HTTP, IP, and FTP. Anyone know the full form of that? HTTP means Hypertext Transfer Protocol. IP means Internet Protocol, and FTP means File Transfer Protocol. So HTTP generally used with the web browser. Mainly two protocol for that. One, that is the HTTP. Second one, that is the HTTPS. HTTPS is nothing but that is the secure version of the HTTP. Second one, IP, that is generally used with the network layer, IP version 4, IP version 6. Then after the FTP, FTP is generally used for the transferring the file from one location to another, which using the protocol which file transfer protocol. And then after you just see the one diagram for the protocol. So at the right side you just see the TCP connection request is there, TCP connection reply is there, then after the whatever the acknowledgement is there. So how the protocol communicate, that's the example of the communication of the protocol. So that's all about the today's session. Must remember one thing in today's session, first of all, introduction of the computer network. Second one, then after the types of the computer network. Third one, that is totally based on the internet. And fourth one, that is totally based on the protocol. So thank you for watching.